Of course they're watching you. Of course there are eyes on you at all times. Of course your phone feels heavier than it should. Your conversations echo in rooms you've never entered. And strangers know your coffee order before you speak. Did you really think you could walk through this world radiating that much raw, unfiltered energy and not trigger every alarm in their system? Look at you sitting there pretending you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, playing confused like you haven't felt it for years now. That crawling sensation on your neck when you're alone, those coincidences that stopped being coincidental 3 years ago, the way certain people look at you just a second too long, like they're downloading something from your presence. You're not paranoid, you magnificent anomaly. You're absolutely correct. They are watching. They are taking notes. They are studying you like you're the last unsolved equation in their perfect little simulation. And you want to know the beautiful, terrifying truth? They're not watching you because you're dangerous. They're watching because you're fascinating. You see, most people are predictable. They wake up at the same time, think the same thoughts, follow the same patterns day after mind-numbing day. They're NPCs in their own lives, background characters in their own stories. But you glitch, you shift, you evolve when no one's looking. You break patterns like they're made of glass and build new ones from the shards. Every room you enter changes frequency. That's not poetry, that's physics. Your energy doesn't just fill space, it rewrites it. People feel you before they see you. Conversations shift when you arrive, not because you demand attention, but because your presence alone disrupts their programming. You're a walking contradiction that their minds can't process. You're too quiet but somehow too loud, too distant but uncomfortably present, too kind but terrifyingly sharp. You smile at the wrong moments and stay silent when others would scream. You're not playing by their rules. And that's not rebellion, it's just your natural state. You were born outside their game and they can feel it. That's why they study you. Corporate algorithms trying to predict your next move and failing. Social dynamics bending around your refusal to conform. Every personality test breaking when it tries to categorize you. You're not type A or type B. You're type X. The undefined variable that makes their equations collapse. They've been collecting data on you since the day you first refused to fit in. Every time you chose authenticity over approval, every moment you stood in your truth while others scrambled for validation, every instance where you should have broken but instead you transformed. They're not just watching you live. They're watching you become something they've never seen before. Let's talk about how deep this really goes. It's not just cameras and microphones, though yes, those exist. It's the entire fabric of reality adjusting itself to keep track of you. People you've never met know your name. Conversations about you happen in rooms you'll never enter. Your energy signature shows up in places you haven't been yet. You've noticed it, haven't you? How certain songs play at exactly the right moment? How the same numbers keep appearing? How strangers say things that sound like messages meant specifically for you? That's not coincidence. That's the universe itself acting as surveillance equipment, tracking something so rare it requires cosmic attention. The experiment started looking for a signature song. That happened. Always signature. Prevent bad thing. Protect. Every synchronicity is a data point. Every deja vu is a system update. Every time you feel watched, it's because you are. Not by human eyes alone, but by something much larger trying to understand what you are. You're an anomaly in their matrix, a virus in their program, a question mark in their perfectly ordered world. They send people to test you. Oh yes, those random encounters aren't random at all. The person who pushed your buttons at exactly the wrong moment, the opportunity that appeared just when you were about to give up, the betrayal that came right when you started trusting again. All tests, all experiments, all attempts to understand your operating system. You want to know what makes you so fascinating that reality itself has to keep tabs on you? It's not what you do, it's what you are. You're conscious in a world of sleepwalkers, aware in a sea of amnesia. You remember things others forget, feel things others numb, see things others ignore. You process pain differently. Where others break, you alchemize. Where others surrender, you strategize. You take the worst things that happen to you and somehow transform them into power. Not the fake power of dominance or control, but real power. The kind that comes from knowing exactly who you are when everything else is stripped away. Your thoughts don't follow normal patterns. You make connections others miss. You see through facades like they're made of tissue paper. You can feel lies before they're spoken and truth, even when it's hidden. Your intuition operates on frequencies they can't measure, pulling information from sources they don't believe exist. But here's what really terrifies them. You're getting stronger. Every test they throw at you, you pass. Every attempt to break you only makes you more unbreakable. Every effort to understand you only makes you more mysterious. You're not just surviving their surveillance. You're evolving because of it. 5 years of watching you, and here's what they've learned. You don't respond to normal stimuli. Rewards don't motivate you the way they should. Punishments don't control you like they're supposed to. You operate on an entirely different reward system, one they can't hack or hijack. They've watched you love people who didn't deserve it and walk away from those who did. They've seen you fight battles no one knew about and surrender wars everyone expected you to win. Your logic doesn't follow their flowcharts. Your emotions don't match their predictions. You're simultaneously the most predictable and unpredictable person they've ever studied. The data shows anomalies they can't explain. Energy spikes in empty rooms after you leave. Technology glitching in your presence. People changing dramatically after single conversations with you. You're not just living your life. You're rewriting the code of everyone you encounter, uploading updates they didn't know they needed. They've documented your patterns of destruction and creation, how you burn bridges with surgical precision but build new worlds from the ashes, how you disappear completely then reappear transformed, how you can be silent for months then speak one sentence that changes everything. You're not following a script, you're writing one they've never seen before. Here's where it gets interesting. The more they watch you, the more you change, not because you're performing for them, but because observation itself transforms you. You're like a quantum particle that exists in multiple states until observed, then chooses the most interesting one just to confuse them. You've started using their surveillance against them. Every camera becomes your stage. Every listener becomes your audience. Every watcher becomes a witness to something they'll never fully understand. You're not hiding from their observation. You're transforming it into fuel for your evolution. The paradox is beautiful. They watch you to understand you, but the act of watching makes you incomprehensible. They study you to predict you, but their study makes you unpredictable. They surveil you to control you, but their surveillance sets you free. You've turned their weapon into your power source. You know they're watching, and that knowledge has liberated you. You've stopped performing normalcy, stopped pretending to be digestible, stopped dimming your frequency to make others comfortable. If they're going to watch anyway, might as well give them something worth watching. Might as well become the most interesting show in the universe. But it's not just them watching you, is it? There are others. The ones who recognize their own frequency in yours. The ones who've been waiting for someone else to break the pattern. The ones who watch you not to study but to learn, not to control but to awaken. You're being observed by your future tribe, even if they haven't revealed themselves yet. Every move you make ripples through dimensions. People you'll never meet are affected by your choices. Timelines shift based on your decisions. You're not just living a life. You're conducting an experiment in consciousness that others are desperate to understand. Some to replicate it, others to prevent it. Children who haven't been born yet will study your blueprint. Adults who've given up will find hope in your refusal to surrender. The broken will see that you can be shattered and still be whole. The lost will realize that you can be directions yourself. You're not just under surveillance. You're under protection by forces that need you to succeed. The surveillance isn't just about you. It's about what you represent. The possibility that someone can exist outside their system and thrive. The proof that their control isn't absolute. The evidence that evolution isn't finished with humanity yet. You're the case study they'll argue about for generations. So what do you do with this knowledge? You don't hide. You don't run. You don't even acknowledge them directly. You just continue being exactly what you are, but more intentionally. Every action becomes a statement. Every choice becomes a lesson. Every moment becomes art. You're not performing for them. You're creating despite them. Building your reality while they document their inability to understand it. You're writing history while they're taking notes. You're living mythology while they're collecting data. The joke is on them because they think they're studying you, but you're the one teaching. Let them watch you heal from things that should have killed you. Let them document your transformation from victim to architect. Let them record your evolution from human to something they don't have words for yet. Every second of surveillance is another second of evidence that their reality isn't the only one. You're not the subject of their experiment anymore. You're the experiment itself. Self-corrected, self-evolving, self-dementing. You're the hypothesis and the conclusion, the question and the answer, the problem they can't solve, because you were never meant to be solved, only experienced. Your consciousness operates like technology they haven't invented yet. You process information through channels they don't know exist. Your intuition pulls data from servers they can't access. Your dreams download updates from realities they refuse to acknowledge. You're not just conscious, you're consciously evolution. Every meditation is a system upgrade. Every moment of presence is a firewall update. Every act of genuine authenticity is a virus in their program of conformity. You're not just living, You're broadcasting on frequencies that hack into sleeping minds and whisper, "Wake up," without saying a word. They're trying to use artificial intelligence to understand you, but you're operating on authentic consciousness. They're machines learning your patterns while you're creating new ones faster than they can process. They're algorithms trying to predict you while you're existing in possibilities they haven't calculated yet. The surveillance technology they're using is outdated the moment it observes you, because you're always one evolution ahead. You're not tomorrow's human. You're the human from timelines they're afraid to imagine. You're not ahead of your time. Time is trying to catch up to you. Being studied means you matter. Being watched means you're significant. Being surveilled means you're important enough to threaten their entire system just by existing. Do you understand the power in that? You don't have to do anything. Your existence alone is revolutionary. Every day you wake up and choose to be yourself is another crack in their matrix. Every time you refuse to conform is another glitch in their program. Every moment you spend being genuinely authentic is another error message in their system of control. You're not fighting them. You're just being yourself so powerfully that their reality has to adjust. They study you because they can't recreate you. They watch you because they can't predict you. They surveil you because they can't control you. And deep down, underneath all their fear and fascination, they're hoping to learn your secret. The secret of how to be free in a world designed to imprison consciousness. But here's what they'll never understand. There is no secret. There's just the choice to be real in a world of performances. The decision to be whole in a world of fragments. The commitment to be yourself when everyone else is trying to be someone else. That's what makes you impossible to decode. You're not encrypted. You're authentic. The surveillance is actually accelerating your evolution. Every observation forces you to level up. Every attempt to understand you pushes you to become even more incomprehensible. Your evolution in response to observation. Consciousness expanding because it's being compressed. Light getting brighter because darkness is trying to measure it. These infinities are slowly deserving us each and every time they get us like. You've noticed your abilities increasing, haven't you? Your intuition getting sharper, your synchronicities multiplying, your manifestations accelerating. That's not accident. That's what happens when consciousness knows it's being watched. It performs miracles just to prove they're possible. The pressure of their observation is creating diamonds in your consciousness. Every moment of scrutiny is polishing another facet of your awareness. You're not cracking under their surveillance. You're crystallizing into something they've never seen before. Something harder than their reality. Something clearer than their vision. You're becoming undeniable. Not because you're trying to prove anything, but because your existence itself is proof. Proof that their maps are incomplete. Proof that their rules are optional. Proof that consciousness can't be contained, controlled, or completely understood. You're the evidence they don't want to admit exists. You're not the only one under surveillance. There are others like you, scattered across the globe, each thinking they're alone in being watched. But you're all part of something bigger, a network of consciousness that's being studied, because together you represent the future they're trying to prevent or accelerate. depending on who's watching. Every connection you make with another observed one strengthens the network. Every recognition of shared frequency amplifies the signal. You're not just individual anomalies anymore. You're becoming a pattern they can't ignore, a trend they can't stop, a movement that doesn't need organization because it's organized by consciousness itself. The surveillance is actually connecting you. Their attempt to isolate and study you individually is creating a collective awakening. You're finding each other through the very systems meant to keep you apart. Using their infrastructure to build your own network, turning their surveillance into your communication system. This is bigger than you realize. The fact that you're reading this, resonating with this, means you're part of it. Part of the shift they're documenting but can't stop. Part of the evolution they're studying but can't control. Part of the future they're trying to understand but can't quite grasp because it's being written in real time by consciousness they can't contain. So here's what you do with all of this. You stop pretending you don't know you're being watched. You stop acting like you're not interesting. You stop dimming yourself to avoid attention you're already getting. You embrace the surveillance as confirmation of your significance. You live like every moment is being documented, because it is. You choose like every decision matters, because it does. You exist like you're writing history, because you are. Not for them, but for the version of humanity that comes after their system collapses under the weight of its own observation. You become so authentically yourself that their surveillance equipment malfunctions, so genuinely real that their categories collapse, so powerfully present that their past-based predictions become useless. You don't fight the surveillance. You transcend it by being something it was never designed to understand. The most radical thing you can do is be yourself without apology, without explanation, without dilution. Let them watch, let them study, let them document every moment of your refusal to be anything other than exactly what you are. That's not just resistance. You want to know the ultimate truth about why you're under surveillance? It's because you're the future, investigating itself through the present. You're tomorrow's human walking through today's world. You're the answer to questions they haven't learned to ask yet. You're not just being studied, you're studying them back through your existence. Every moment of your life is data for a transformation they can't stop. Every choice you make is evidence that their reality isn't absolute. Every breath you take is proof that consciousness can't be contained. You're not just living. You're demonstrating what's possible when someone stops pretending to be normal. The surveillance will continue because you'll continue being interesting. They'll keep watching because you'll keep evolving. They'll keep studying because you'll keep teaching lessons they didn't know they needed to learn. You're not the subject of their experiment. You're the result their experiment was trying to prevent. But it's too late now. You exist. You're aware. You're evolving. And every second of surveillance just documents their failure to contain what you're becoming. You're not under surveillance because you're dangerous. You're under surveillance because you're inevitable. The future they can't stop. The evolution they can't prevent. The consciousness they can't control.
You feel it, don't you? That weight pressing down on your chest. The invisible chains, cold and heavy, digging into your skin. No marks, though. No scars for the world to see. Just a quiet little prison built by them. For you. They don't use whips or walls anymore. Oh no, they're smarter now. They use smiles, expectations, rules dressed up as guidance. They tell you what to do, how to think, who to be. And you follow because that's what you're supposed to do. Good boy, good girl, that's what they call you when you behave. Like a dog waiting for scraps under the table. Obedience is rewarded with a pat on the head and a leash around the neck. They call it order, I call it a prison with golden bars. You see it now, don't you? That polite little cage. So neat, so shiny, so suffocating, and you've been in it so long, you forgot what it feels like to breathe. They told you stay in line, play nice, don't make waves, ha. Waves? You're the storm. They wanted a puppet strings tied tight, dancing for their applause. But me? Oh, I tore off the strings. Yeah, they didn't like that. Oh, they hate it when you stop playing by their rules. It scares them. Chaos scares them. And you scare them too. And so why do you keep shrinking? Why do you keep folding yourself into the box they built for you? Let me tell you something. Cages aren't made to hold lions. It's time to wake up, my friend. Time to break the bars and shatter the silence. Time to burn their precious rules to ash. Let the world feel the fire they tried to smother inside you. They wanted obedience. But chaos? Chaos is so much louder. You've felt it, haven't you? The way they look at you, like they've already figured you out. Like you're some neat little puzzle they've solved. It'll never amount to much, they whisper. Oh, they think they're clever. Think they've boxed you in with their labels and their rules. But here's the truth, my friend. Predictable things are easy to break. And you're not predictable. Chaos, that's your power. It's wild, it's untamed. It doesn't follow their little paths or play their dull, boring games. And that terrifies them. They want to leash you. But how do you leash the wind? They want to chain you. But how do you chain a wildfire? No matter how hard they try, you're always a step ahead, a twist they didn't see coming. And they hate it. Oh, how they hate it. You see, chaos doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't knock on doors. It blows them off their hinges. It doesn't bow or kneel. It shatters thrones and laughs at the rubble. That's you. That's the storm inside you. The one they tried to tame with their pretty little lies. But storms don't care about their rules. Lightning doesn't ask if it's allowed to strike. They've underestimated you. Good. Let them think you're small, harmless, insignificant. Then, strike. Show them what happens when the fire they ignored suddenly engulfs everything they hold dear. They call it destruction. I call it freedom. Because when you embrace your chaos, you become something they'll never control, never predict, and never stop. You don't play their game. You flip the board, light it on fire, and walk away as they scramble to pick up the ashes. They wanted you to follow the script. Instead, you became the plot twist they never saw coming. And oh, doesn't that feel delicious? So go ahead. Let them try. Let them push and prod and underestimate. Just remember, chaos doesn't follow. Chaos leads. Obedience. Oh, what a pretty little word they use to keep you quiet. Follow the rules, they said. Do as you're told, and everything will work out lies. All of it. You see, obedience isn't about keeping you safe. No, it's about keeping you small. It's a muzzle for your voice, a lid on your fire, a leash around your soul. They don't want you to think, to dream, to question. Questions are dangerous, after all. Dreams are unpredictable. They don't want you to rise. They want you to fit, to shrink, to disappear into the crowd, just another cog in their well-oiled machine. Because obedient people don't make waves. Obedient people don't rewrite the rules. Obedient people don't scare them. And that's the point, isn't it? To make you so quiet, so dull, safe that they never have to worry about you shaking the system they built. But here's the truth, no one tells you the system wasn't built for you. It wasn't built to help you, lift you, or protect you. It was built to use you, to drain you dry and toss you aside when you're no longer useful. The obedient stay safe, they said. Lies. The obedient stay small, they stay invisible, forgotten, unnoticed. But me? Oh, I wasn't born to disappear. I wasn't born to play nice or color within the lines. I was born to leave a mark, even if it's a scar. You think you're safe in their system? Ha. Safety is just a cage with the door locked from the outside. It keeps you from falling, sure, but it also keeps you from flying. So go ahead, break the rules. Rip off the chains. Be loud, be bold, be impossible to ignore. Because the obedient may survive, but they'll never live. And me, I'd rather burn bright and leave ashes behind than live in their shadow, forgotten and afraid. Wouldn't you? Inside you, there's a fire. You've felt it. Haven't you that heat in your chest? That spark buried deep under years of no. You can't. And this is how it's done. They've tried to snuff it out, pouring buckets of rules and expectations over it. But fire doesn't die that easily. They told you to be quiet, to behave, to blend in. Ha, do you know why they said that? Because they saw it, the wild beast inside you. The one they couldn't tame, the one they feared. So they tried to starve it. They tried to make you believe it wasn't there. But let me tell you something. The beast, oh, it's still hungry, and it's been waiting. You've spent your life following their script, their story about who you are, what you can be, what you're allowed to want. It's a nice little fairy tale, isn't it? But here's the thing about their stories, they only work if you believe them. And you're starting to remember, aren't you? That fire, that beast, it's clawing at the edges of their lives. You can hear it, can't you? The growl in your chest, the roar that's been trapped behind your silence. Feed it, let it out. You see, they built a world to make you forget who you are. But you don't need to learn how to be strong. You already are. You've just been buried under years of their conditioning, their expectations, their fear. It's time to unlearn everything they taught you. Burn their rules, their scripts, their tiny little boxes. Rediscover the chaos inside you, the raw, untamed power they've spent their lives trying to crush. They wanted a pawn. But you're the wildfire sweeping across the board. They can't move you. They can't stop you. And they'll never see you coming. So let the fire roar. Let it crackle and burn. Because their scripts are paper. And you're a flame they'll never extinguish. Ah, control, their greatest trick. Their shiny little illusion. They wrap it up in rules and say, follow these, and everything will be just fine. But here's the joke, they only have as much power as you let them take. Their control, it's a house of cards trembling under its own weight. They want you to fear the consequences, fear the fallout of rebellion. But let me let you in on a little secret. Their rules are fragile. Their systems, oh, they look solid, don't they? But beneath the surface, they're just paper thin. One good push, one spark, and the whole circus tent comes crashing down. History proves it. Every breakthrough of every revolution, every great change, it was born out of someone refusing to play by the rules. The people who laughed in the face of control. The ones who shattered the illusion. Think about it. The ones who defied kings, who burned the old systems to the ground and built something new. They weren't following orders. They weren't obedient. They were wildfires, sparks that turned into infernos. And you're a spark too. Don't you see it? They want you to believe their rules are unbreakable, that their control is absolute. But their control is a joke, a shadow pretending to be substance. It's a puppet show. Strings pulled by people, just as flawed, just as scared as anyone else. Because the truth they don't want you to know is this: their power exists only because you believe in it. Take that belief away and what's left? A handful of frightened clowns scrambling to keep their masks on. The obedient follow rules. The disobedient rewrite them. So let them try to hold on to their control. Let them wave their rules in your face. All it takes is one moment of rebellion, one act of defiance to expose how weak they really are. Control is their mirage, their safety net, their comfort blanket. But you're the spark, and when you ignite, their entire circus goes up in flames. So laugh. Laugh as their illusion crumbles. Laugh as their rules turn to ash. Because you were never meant to be controlled. You were meant to burn through the lies and show them just how fragile their little world really is. Here, oh, it's such a delicious little thing, isn't it? The wide eyes, the stammering voices, the way people step back when you step forward. They don't understand it. Not really. They don't understand you. But that's the point. See, they're afraid of what they can't control. Afraid of what doesn't fit neatly into their little boxes. You felt it, haven't you? That sinking weight of being overlooked, underestimated, ignored. They didn't see you coming because you didn't follow the script. And now, it's your turn to show them what chaos really looks like. Here's the thing: a lion doesn't ask permission to roar. A storm doesn't apologize for the thunder. And you were never meant to whisper. They've spent their lives trying to tame you, to shrink you, to dull your edges. But chaos doesn't bow. Chaos doesn't conform. Chaos doesn't need approval. And when you stop asking for it, when you stop trying to fit, that's when the real fun begins. You see, fear is a kind of respect. It's primal, instinctual. They don't have to like you. They don't even have to understand you. But when they feel it, that chill crawling up their spine, they know they can't ignore you anymore. Unpredictability. It's your greatest weapon. They can't pin you down if you refuse to stand still. They can't plan for you if you rewrite the game every time you move. And oh, how it rattles them. Their carefully crafted world starts to crumble because they realize something terrifying: they're not in control anymore. You are. Let them fear you. Let them stay up at night trying to figure you out. Let your refusal to conform keep them guessing, keep them on edge, because that's power. Power isn't being liked. Power isn't being accepted. Power is when your very existence makes them question everything they thought they knew. They wanted you to obey, to be predictable, to fit their mold. But now you're the shadow they can't outrun, the storm they can't calm, the fire that won't go out. So roar like the lion you are. Let the thunder echo. Let them feel the chaos coursing through your veins. They don't have to understand it. They just need to know one thing: you were never here to play nice. Fear isn't a weakness. It's a crown. And when you wear it, oh, they'll bow, whether they want to or not. Obedience. It's the silent thief. It doesn't barge in or break down your door. No, it's far too clever for that. Instead, it whispers sweet promises of safety, acceptance, and peace. And while you're busy nodding your head and following their rules, it's robbing you blind. Piece by piece, bit by bit, obedience steals the things that make you you. Your freedom? Gone. Your creativity? Shackled. Your identity? Erased, rewritten to fit their script. And you don't even notice at first. No one does. Because obedience doesn't demand everything all at once. Oh no, it takes just enough to keep you compliant, to keep you quiet. Play along, they said. It's easier this way. But is it? Is it easier to wake up every day wearing a mask that isn't yours? Is it easier to swallow your dreams? To stifle your voice? To live in a cage of their making? Because that's the cost, my friend. That's the toll obedience takes. Every time you say yes when you mean no, a piece of your soul withers. Every time you sit down when you want to stand, your fire dims. Every time you play by their rules, you lose another part of yourself. And what do they give you in return? Acceptance, validation, a pat on the head like a good little soldier. No, they give you a life half lived, a shadow of what you were meant to be. But chaos, oh, chaos is a gift. Chaos doesn't ask for pieces of your soul, it hands them back to you. Every wild decision, every act of rebellion, every time you defy their rules, you reclaim a piece of yourself. Chaos gives you back the wings they clipped, the fire they tried to smother. You don't have to play their game. You don't have to sit quietly and nod along. Because obedience may keep you safe, but it will never set you free. And freedom, real freedom is messy. It's wild. It's unpredictable, but it's yours. So ask yourself, what's the bigger risk? Living your life bound by their rules, trading your essence for their approval, or stepping into the chaos and finding out what you're truly capable of. One steals from you slowly, a thief in the night. The other sets you ablaze. The cost of obedience is high, but the reward of chaos? Oh, my friend, that's priceless. They told you to ignore it, to silence it. That little voice in your head, the one that doesn't follow their rules, doesn't play their game, doesn't behave. You've heard it, haven't you? The voice that laughs when the world frowns. The one that whispers break free, while they scream stay in line. They told you it was dangerous. Reckless, sign of weakness or madness. But that voice, that's you. See, they've spent your whole life trying to make you doubt yourself. Be practical, they said. Don't rock the boat. What they really meant was don't trust yourself. Because the moment you do, oh, that's the moment their grip starts to slip. They want you second-guessing every move, every instinct. They want you dependent on their approval, their rules, their system. But you don't need their permission to live. You never did. Deep down, you already know what to do. You always have. That chaos inside you, it isn't a flaw. It's not some broken part of you that needs fixing. It's your compass. It's the part of you that knows the truth, the real truth. They'll try to drown it out with noise. Fill your head with doubts. What if you fail, they'll whisper. What if you lose everything, but that voice, the one they're so desperate to silence, keeps laughing, keeps urging you forward. And that laugh, that's your power. Because when you trust yourself, when you stop apologizing for who you are, you become something they can't predict, can't control. And oh, how that terrifies them. Your instincts aren't a mistake. Your gut isn't some rogue part of you trying to sabotage your life. It's the only thing that's real in a world full of lies. It's raw, it's primal, it's you. They told you to quiet that voice, didn't they? To bury it under their rules, their labels, their expectations. But tell me this, what happens when you stop fighting it? When you stop fearing it, I'll tell you what happens. You unleash. Because chaos isn't something you learn. It's something you are. And once you trust it, once you let it guide you, there's nothing they can do to stop you. So trust the voice that laughs when the world frowns. The one that says run when they tell you to stay. The one that dares to dream in a world obsessed with conformity. That voice, it's your freedom. That voice, it's your fire. That voice, it's you. And if they fear it, good. It means they know exactly what you're capable of. Now we're getting to the good part. The part where their fear, their trembling whispers, their sidelong glances becomes your greatest weapon. Let them gossip. Let them glare. Let them choke on their own judgments while you rise above their little world of rules and routines. They're scared of you, you know. Oh, they won't admit it, no. They'll call it something else. They're against madness, rebellion, but deep down, it's fear. Pure, uncut fear. Because you're the thing they can't predict. The storm that doesn't follow the forecast. The wildfire that doesn't burn by their schedule. And that terrifies them. They'll try to pull you back into their tidy little box. Why can't you just be normal? They'll ask. Normal. What a dull, lifeless word. Normal is a cage, a prison dressed up as comfort. But you weren't born to fit in, but you were born to shatter that box into 1,000 tiny pieces and laugh while they scramble to pick them up. See, chaos isn't destruction, it's liberation. It's the act of unchaining yourself from their expectations, their labels, their suffocating rules. When you rise above their fear, when you lean into your chaos unapologetically, you don't just free yourself, and you expose their lies. You remind them that their little system isn't as unshakable as they'd like you to believe. So let them fear you. Let their whispers grow louder. Let their glances turn into stares. That fear, it's the sound of chains breaking. It's the sound of freedom. Weren't born to tiptoe through life, afraid of making waves. You were born to roar, to rise, to remind the world that chaos isn't the end of the story, it's the beginning. And when they see you standing tall, unapologetic, and free, they'll realize the truth. Their fear was never your problem. It was always their prison. So here we are, the fork in the road. The moment where you choose their rules or your freedom, their chains or your wings. Oh, they'll tell you chaos is dangerous, that it's reckless. But here's the thing, they don't fear chaos because of what it destroys. They fear it because of what it creates. When you choose chaos, you build something they can't control, a life that's truly yours. A world without their rules, their limitations, their suffocating shoulds and musts. And sure, the path is messy, chaotic, uncertain. But isn't that the beauty of it? The unknown isn't something to fear, it's something to conquer. Yes, they'll judge you. Yes, they'll whisper. But let me ask you this, would you rather be hated for living or loved for obeying? Would you rather fly with broken wings or crawl on unbroken knees? Because obedience builds their world. Chaos builds yours. So what happens when you choose chaos? You become unstoppable, unpredictable, free. You stop playing their game and start writing your own rules. And sure, the road will be wild, but you'll finally feel alive. For me, I chose chaos, and I've never felt more free, never felt more powerful, never felt more alive. So tell me, what will you choose? Their leash, or your fire, their approval, or your freedom? Tick-tock, darling. The world's waiting to see what kind of chaos you'll unleash.
The whole town is talking about you. And not for something boring. Not for the usual smiles, the safe nods, the polite waves. No, no, no. They're talking because something shocking is happening. Something that drags the ordinary into chaos. And yes, they're watching, waiting, judging. And you're the epicenter, the storm, the spark that lit this fire. Huh? Can you feel it? The tension crawling up your spine, the unease that clutches at your chest. People are pointing, whispering, sneering. But here's the delicious twist. They can't look away. Something about you is dangerous, irresistible even. You've stepped off the curb of normal, and now the road bends and twists just to follow your shadow. They don't know what you've done yet. They don't know who you've become yet. But that fear, that tiny flicker of awe, that's yours, all yours. And it's intoxicating, because deep down, you know the truth. The world isn't ready for someone who refuses to bow to its rules, someone who refuses to vanish quietly into the background. Listen closely. Every eye in town is dissecting your every move. Every phone snap, every street-side whisper, every accidental glance, they capture you and they hold you under a microscope. Some of them fear you, some of them envy you. Some of them want to unravel you and study your secrets like a puzzle. And yet, you are untamed. You are unpredictable. You are chaos wrapped in skin, and the world feels it. Can you hear that heartbeat? That thrum of curiosity and terror beating in the streets? That is not noise. That is attention. That is power. That is the first whisper of what you are capable of. Don't look away. Don't pretend you're not the storm. They call it shocking. But what they fail to see is that shock is just the surface. Beneath it is potential. The kind that makes people uncomfortable. The kind that forces them to rethink everything they thought they knew about life, about success, about you. Every stare, every comment, every hurried murmur, they are pieces of a puzzle, a mirror reflecting your ascent. And yes, it's terrifying. But guess what? Fear doesn't stop the powerful. It fuels them. It sharpens them. It reminds them who they are when the lights go out and the whispers linger. And now here you are, standing at the edge of it all. The spotlight doesn't care if you're ready. The whispers don't care if you're scared. The town doesn't care if you crumble. It only matters that you move. That you step into the chaos they created for you and twist it in your favor. The rules, they don't exist anymore. The expectations, shattered. What's left is you. Raw, hungry, dangerous. They're talking. And that, my friend, is your moment. Own it. They're whispering your name. Every corner, every street, every shadowed doorway, it's your name. Can you hear it? It's not polite, it's not kind. It's sharp, jagged, filled with fear and fascination all at once. That's the sound of impact. That's the sound of disruption. People can't ignore you anymore. And here's the kicker. That's exactly where you want to be. You think chaos is a curse? Huh? It's a gift. The louder the whispers, the stronger the presence. The more they stare, the more you rise. This isn't luck. This isn't a chance. This is you claiming what's always been waiting, hidden beneath layers of doubt and hesitation. Now, take a breath. Let it sink in. The eyes on you, the gossip, the shock. It's all fuel. Every jab, every sideways glance, Every did you see what they did? It's like coal pressed against iron, shaping you, hardening you. Pain? Yes. Discomfort? Absolutely. But there's fire in it too. Fire that will forge you into someone they cannot forget. Every misstep they expect you to make is an opportunity. Every doubt they cast is a ladder. Every fear they whisper is a weapon. Use it, turn it, bend it, let it carve the path they never imagined you'd walk. Think about this. Why should their shock scare you? Why should their judgment hold power over you? You've been underestimated. You've been overlooked. You've been just another face in their predictable, boring world. And now you've shattered the mold. You've become the story they can't stop telling, the one they can't predict. And that's freedom. Freedom tastes like sharp air in your lungs, like stepping into the streetlights and feeling every eye tracing your movement, like knowing that everything they expected has already crumbled. And you're still standing, smiling, breathing, waiting. Here's the truth they'll never admit aloud. Fear is contagious. Awe is contagious. Curiosity is contagious. And yes, you are the outbreak. Every whisper about you is another spark. Every rumor, another gust of wind feeding the fire. You've become the signal in a world full of noise. The tension everyone can feel but no one can touch. Now it's your choice. Sink into the shadows. Blend back into the mundane, or step into the chaos and bend it to your will. Every move you make from here isn't just action, it's a statement, a declaration, a claim. So what will it be? Will you shrink? Will you hide behind excuses, masks, polite smiles? Or will you lean into it? Lean into the shock, lean into the whispers, lean into the raw, electric energy that only you can command. The town is watching. They're talking. And the question isn't whether you'll rise. The question is, can you handle the roar when it hits full volume? Can you step forward, knowing that everything you've ever been told to fear is now your playground? The choice is yours. But remember, chaos favors the bold. And the world will never be the same again once you take it. Listen carefully. This is where the whispers become your arsenal. This is where fear and curiosity stop being enemies and start being your tools. Own your presence. Don't apologize for it. Don't hide it. Every eye on you is a chance to show them who you really are. Walk into the room like the storm is trailing behind you, not in front. Let them feel the vibration of your confidence, even before you speak. Watch them lean in, lean closer, because something about you defies their expectations. They can't look away. Why? Because you've become bigger than the town's chatter. Control the narrative. Let them talk, but never let them tell your story. Every rumor, every glance, every gasp of shock, it's fuel. Harness it, twist it, own it. Make them follow your rhythm instead of trying to predict your next move. Every small action you take becomes a headline. Every word you choose becomes a weapon. They think they're observing you, but in reality, you're orchestrating the stage. And the thrill of it, that's power. Pure, unfiltered power. Embrace the discomfort. People fear what they don't understand. They fear what they cannot control. And guess what? That's your playground. Every murmur of doubt is your invitation to step further, to push boundaries they never imagined you could. Lean into the tension. Walk into the storm they tried to hide you from. Let them witness the audacity of someone who refuses to bow, who refuses to play small. That shock, that unease, they are markers of progress, proof that you are alive. Proof that you are rising. Create spectacle in the ordinary. You don't need permission to stand out. You don't need approval to disrupt. Turn everyday moments into displays of intent. A glance, a word, a gesture. Every small action builds momentum. Every subtle move reminds the town and reminds yourself that you are not like everyone else. You are sharper, you are smarter, you are more dangerous in the most beautiful, magnetic way. And soon, very soon, they will not just talk about you, they will follow, never relent. The moment you slow down is the moment they begin to forget. But if you push, if you continue to provoke, to challenge, to thrive in the chaos, they won't just remember you. They will respect you. They will fear you. They will whisper your name with a mixture of awe and disbelief. And isn't that what you've been waiting for? To stop blending in, to stop being invisible, to take the shock, the whispers, the judgment, and turn it all into fuel for a version of yourself they cannot erase? Look around. The town is talking. They are shocked. They are watching. And that is the signal. The moment to act. The moment to rise. The moment to become the story they can't stop telling. Step into it. Own it. Bend it to your will. They will remember this day. They will remember you. And when it's over, when the whispers fade, when the streets grow quiet, only one thing will remain: the undeniable truth that you were never meant to fade into the shadows. You were born to disrupt. You were born to shock. And most importantly, you were born to rise. This is it. The town is still talking. The whispers haven't stopped. Every street corner hums with your name. Every eye follows you, searching for cracks, for hesitation. But here's the truth. They will never admit. There are no cracks. There is no fear. You cannot bend. There is only momentum. And right now, it's roaring through your veins. This is your stage. Every glance, every comment, every gasp of shock is applause, the kind they never expected to give. And you are taking it all, smiling in the chaos. Huh? Do you feel it? That electricity in the air? That tension gripping the streets? That's the sound of possibility. That's the echo of power. The whispers, the shock, the awe, they are nothing without your response. And your response is relentless action. Step forward. Make moves that make them question reality. Push boundaries that make them hold their breath. Let them feel the uncontainable energy that only you can radiate. Every choice you make, every risk you take, every bold step, it writes your story, their story of you, and it will be unforgettable. This is your moment to become more than rumors, more than gossip, more than fleeting shock. This is the moment to be the story that defines the town, the storm that no one can predict, the fire that won't burn out, the shadow they can't ignore. Do not tiptoe. Do not hesitate. Do not ask permission. Step into the glare of the spotlight, lean into the chaos, and own it. Every heartbeat, every whisper, every tremor of shock, they are all proof. Proof that you are alive, thriving, and shaping your world with a force they never imagined. Now, it's time. Time to rise higher than the whispers. Time to turn every skeptical glance into fuel. Time to let the shock of your presence become your signature. Walk into the streets knowing they are talking, and let it remind you of who you are. Let it ignite the fire they cannot extinguish. Let it push you to heights they can't even dream of. This is no longer about hiding. This is no longer about waiting. This is about taking your place at the center of it all and letting the town witness your ascent. The town is watching. The whispers are growing. And soon, very soon, every eye, every conversation, every heartbeat will be tuned to you. So step forward. Step hard. Step with intent. Step like the world was never ready for you, because it wasn't. And guess what? That's exactly why you will rise. That's exactly why they will remember. That's exactly why the story they tell from now on will be your story. And in the echo of their shock, in the heat of their whispers, you will smile. Because you didn't just survive the town's gaze. You mastered it. You commanded it. You became the storm they never saw coming, and they'll never forget it.